turning in this way because that's the way that I've held them for 38 years, cutting hair. Well, my name is Gregory. I identify as a loving human. How's that? I mean, I grew up in California, Southern California, in the suburbs. I guess when I was 7 or 8, I got involved in the film industry. My mom was a bit of a stage mom, so she wanted me to be the next big star. So that sort of influenced me, I think, when I was really little. Well, when I was in junior high school, I had an incident with one of my teachers, like an abusive incident. And I think that had a bit of an impact on me. The teacher took like medical tape and bandaged us all up like we had been, and our hair, and it was in front of all the other PE teachers, and they all sat around and laughed and made threats and comments. And I never went to PE again after that, ever. Ever. I came back here with my mother and my brother and sister, and 1978, right after high school. I got a wife, really, I had At 19? At 19, in Vancouver, got married, had a wedding, and we were married for 25 years. And my father-in-law was very strict. You're supposed to take care of my daughter, kind of guy. He was military. And so I fluked into becoming a hairdresser. I opened a salon in 1997, the same year my son was born. It was on South Granville. It was a beautiful salon. It was beautiful. I spent a lot of money, and I made a lot of money. And I had a huge client list, and that's what I thought, and I did it really well for quite a number of years. And then I didn't. And then everything changed. And then life got better with less. That's my real story. So I had my salon till 2005. I had to shut it down. And then I got sick, and I lost my health. So when I was diagnosed positive in 2005, that was the third, the way that you're living your life is not what's supposed to be. You need to start over, try it again. I went into denial for a year. And I didn't go on meds. Basically what it was I wasn't walking a path of truth in my life. And I had a kid who I had to teach him how to do it. So that was the positive element of me becoming positive. So when I lost my salon, I learned a lot about friends versus colleagues versus, the industry or who my community really was. Because all those people that I trained and, taught, built them helped them to build a clientele, just turned their back on me. When I moved to the east side, life got real. I met real people that cared about community, that didn't, there was no judgment. I moved to a community, like when you see my studio in the corner that I live in, I think it's a really magical place on the planet, not just in Vancouver. It was great for my son to be able to see his dad go to a much happier place with so much less, right? And I think that was a lesson that I had to go through for him he had to learn it, Becoming HIV positive was probably the most positive thing that happened in my life at that point. You have to believe, you have to be true and strong to your belief. Like you are the bee in believe, just be. And I've been able, for the last 15 years, I've been on a bit of a search, to find out who I am. But if I didn't have hairdressing, if I didn't have a love for something I love to do, I might have struggled a lot more. But because I had this thing in my hands that I could give people and touch people with in a special way, I was able to journey beyond that. So now, without a bank account, without a cell phone, I have no choice but to be any place but here. Right? I don't have to be anywhere. I don't owe anybody anything. Except for you, my time right now. That's it.